Hello everyone. Today I'm going to share with you powerful tips to develop self-confidence. Confidence. Confidence comes from a Latin word fidere, which means to trust. Therefore, having self-confidence is having trust in one's self. Confidence can refer to a general sense of belief and trust in your own ability to control your life, or it might be more situation specific. For example, you might have high self confidence in one area but feel less confident in other areas. Having a healthy level of self confidence can help you become successful in your personal and professional life. It can play a role in your motivation to pursue your goals and affect how you present yourself to other people. Characteristics. Confidence is about believing in yourself, your abilities, and ideas. Understanding and accepting yourself for who you are, or not wanting to change yourself to fit in with others. Confidence doesn't mean being outgoing. You can be quiet or shy and still be confident. And even when someone's the loudest person in the room, that doesn't always mean they are feeling the most confident inside. Confidence is more than just a state of mind or a skill that can be enhanced over time. It is a barometer of how you perceive yourself. The good news is that you can build up this belief in yourself over time. Confident people are more successful at work because they have a belief in their own abilities to the point that they feel comfortable handling whatever comes at them. Confidence gives you the power to conquer the world. Confident people inspire confidence in others, their audience, their co workers, their bosses, their customers, and their friends. Gaining the confidence of others is one of the key ways to succeed. Self confidence. According to Oxford Dictionary, self confidence means feeling of trust in one's abilities, qualities, and judgment. Self confidence means belief about yourself and your abilities. Self confidence means inner self management, that a person should have firm belief that he has capability to do anything. He should have faith that he is worthy of every achievement. Definitions of self confidence. Schrocker and Scone defined self confidence as people's sense of competence and skill, their perceived capability to deal effectively with various situations. Lane defined self confidence as individuals' performance, expectancies, and their self evaluations of ability and completed performances. According to Bandura, self confidence is more of a general view of how likely you are to accomplish a goal, especially based on your past experience. When you practice playing guitar, you increase your confidence in your ability to play the guitar. Definitions of self confidence. Self confidence can be defined as the belief and assurance you feel towards yourself. It is not something you are taught in school, as confidence has to come from inside. In a way, it's freedom from doubting about every step you take in life. Concept of self confidence. Self confidence is defined as a feeling of trust in one's abilities, qualities, and judgment. It's about valuing yourself and feeling worthy regardless of any imperfections or what others may believe about you. The concept of self-confidence is commonly defined as self-assurance in one's personal judgment, ability, power, etc. One's self-confidence increases as a result of experiences of having satisfactorily completed particular activities. Self-confidence is an attitude about your skills and abilities. It means you accept and trust yourself and have a sense of control in your life. You know your strengths and weakness well and have a positive view of yourself. You set realistic expectations and goals, communicate assertively, and can handle criticism. Self-confidence involves a positive belief that in the future one can generally accomplish what one wishes to do. Characteristics of self-confident people. Self-confident people are admired by others and inspire confidence in others. They face their fears head on and tend to be risk takers. They know that no matter what obstacles come their way, they have the ability to get past them. Self-confident people tend to see their lives in a positive light even when things are not going so well, and they are typically satisfied with and respect themselves. Self-confident people are generally more positive because they value themselves and trust their judgment, but they also acknowledge their failures and mistakes and learn from them. Characteristics. Self-confidence can be characterized as faith in yourself and your capacities. It is essentially independent of the question. It isn't something that can be educated. It is something that we grow inside without help from anyone else. It is vital to carry on with a sound and cheerful life. Self-confidence is valuable and imperative to accomplish objectives and satisfy your desires. Confident people achieve their goals always. One can't accomplish his or her objective in existence without confidence in light of the fact that a self-assured individual is autonomous, energetic, hopeful, adoring, and positive commonly. Confidence can help you to take on the world with more energy and determination, resulting in better relationships, quality work, and a feeling of being connected with your surroundings. Self-confident people usually can influence others more easily as well as control their own emotions and behaviors more responsibly. Self-confidence is the knowledge that you can do something and do it well. Self-confidence comes from first-hand knowledge of the task at hand, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, applying your skills to any situation. Self-confidence is extremely important in almost every aspect of our lives. Self-confidence allows a person to free themselves from self-doubt and negative thoughts about oneself. When you are more fearless, you will have less anxiety. This is what self-confidence can offer you. It will also help you take smart risks and get rid of social anxiety. Self-confidence can be characterized as the conviction and affirmation you feel towards yourself. Confidence is quite possibly the main course you need to take in your way to progress. It makes an individual free, energetic, hopeful, adoring, and positive. Primary contributors of self-confidence. Self-efficacy. Belief in your capacity to produce an achievement, to exert control over your motivation, behavior, and social environment. Self-esteem. Your overall evaluation of yourself and your right to be happy. Bandura's self-efficacy theory. According to Albert Bandura, a psychologist, self-efficacy refers to your belief in your ability to accomplish specific tasks. If you believe you are capable of cooking dinner or completing a project, this is reflective of high self efficacy. People with low self efficacy often put less effort into a task if they don't believe they will succeed at it, increasing the likelihood of failure. One's sense of self efficacy can provide the foundation for motivation, well being, and personal accomplishment. Self confidence is not the same as self esteem, which is an evaluation of one's own worth, whereas self confidence is more specifically trust in one's ability to achieve some goal. Self esteem. If you have high self esteem, the way you think and feel about yourself is likely to be positive. But if you have low self esteem, you may find that the way you think and feel about yourself is more negative, and you may feel less able to stand up for yourself. Characteristics. Self esteem is how you think and feel about yourself. Self esteem shows how much you like and value yourself as a person, believe in yourself and the things you can do, stand up for yourself and when under pressure, are willing to try new or difficult things, move on from mistakes without blaming yourself unfairly, believe you matter and are good enough, believe you deserve happiness. Types of self confidence: low self confidence, optimal self confidence, and overconfidence. These are the three types of self confidence. Low self confidence, staying in your comfort zone, fearing failure, avoid taking risks, governing your behavior based on what other people think, working hard to cover up mistakes, and hoping that you can fix the problem before anyone notices. Optimal self confidence, doing what you believe to be right, even if others mock or criticize you for it. Make decisions with absolute confidence. At optimal self trust, you will learn how to release self doubt and replace it with self confidence. Make crisis time decisions with swift and total clarity. Stop beating yourself up about past choices. Listen to what you want instead of needing others' approval. Self confident people inspire confidence in others. Overconfidence, egoistic, irritating, stubborn, underestimating others. Bragging about your qualities will not make you teach anywhere. Difference between confident people and insecure people. Confident people celebrate others people's success, whereas insecure people are judgmental and jealous of others. Confident people are stay open-minded, whereas insecure people are closed-minded. Confident people think positively, whereas insecure people are pessimistic. Confident people are willing to take risks, whereas insecure people fear change. Confident people are able to laugh at themselves, whereas insecure people hide flaws. Confident people are decisive, insecure people are indecisive. Confident people always learn and grow, whereas insecure people act like know it all. Confident people admit mistakes, insecure people always make excuses. Confident people accept responsibility, whereas insecure people blame others. Things to boost self confidence. Low self confidence isn't a life sentence. Self confidence can be learned, practiced, and mastered just like any other skill. Once you master it, everything in your life will change for the better. These are the words of Barry Davenport. There are Things you can do to boost your self confidence. Whether you lack confidence in one specific area or you struggle to feel confident about anything, these strategies can help. Set goals. Set goals, make sure they are realistic and take action to achieve them. You will develop a perception of yourself as someone who successfully gets things done. Admit the problem. Take stock of where you are. Think about where you want to go and recommit yourself to getting there. Remember that no one is perfect. Even the most confident people have insecurities and fail often. Accept that life is full of bumps in the road and have faith that things will be better tomorrow. Use affirmations. Affirmations are positive and uplifting statements that we say to ourselves. These are normally more effective if said out loud so that you can hear yourself say it. We tend to believe whatever we tell ourselves constantly. Visualize yourself as you want to be. Visualization is the technique of seeing an image of yourself that you are proud of in your own mind. When we struggle with low self confidence, we have a poor perception of ourselves that is often inaccurate. Practice visualizing a fantastic version of yourself achieving your goals. Never compare yourselves to others. Most people compare themselves to those who are better than them in some way. This makes them feel inadequate. Focus on personal bests, on building your strengths, or on comparing yourself now to an earlier time, noticing how you have improved over time. Keep a gratitude journal to remember the areas in life where you are blessed. This can help you focus on your own life versus the lives of others. A person might think that his talents are nothing as compared to another person. That is where he will get insecure about himself, which is totally wrong. Everyone is born with different and unique talent, so he must not compare his skills with others. Find support. Find someone safe you can talk frankly to, people you trust who won't judge you in future based on your current state of self-confidence. Surround yourself with nurturing friends. Be there to support others when they need it. Let them know that you think they are capable. Be positive. Be positive even if you are not feeling it quite yet. Put some positive enthusiasm into your interactions with others and hit the ground running, excited to begin your next project. Stop focusing on the problems in your life and instead begin to focus on solutions and making positive changes. If we want to enhance our self confidence, then we should have positive thoughts. When we think negatively, it affects our confidence. When we continuously have negative thoughts about our work, then there is no doubt that we will surely fail our task. Surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with people who love you and want the best for you. Seek out others who are positive and can help build your confidence. Self confidence and a positive attitude go hand in hand. Negative experiences can lower your confidence and self esteem, and positive experiences can boost your confidence and self esteem. Change your body language and image. This is where posture, smiling, eye contact, and speech slowly come into play. Just the simple act of pulling your shoulders back gives others the impression that you are a confident person. Smiling will not only make you feel better but will make others feel more comfortable around you. Imagine a person with good posture and a smile, and you will be envisioning someone who is self confident. Be your own cheerleader. Use encouraging self talk to motivate yourself to keep going with difficult tasks. to keep learning new skills, to push yourself to improve. Never give up, never give up. There is a solution to every problem. Make this your success mantra. Succeeding through great adversity is a huge confidence booster. Low self confidence is often caused by the negative thoughts running through our minds on an endless track. If you are constantly bashing yourself and saying you are not good enough, aren't attractive enough, are not smart enough, or athletic enough, and on, you are creating a self fulfilling prophecy. You are becoming what you are preaching inside your head, and that's not good. The next time you hear that negativity in your head, switch it immediately to a positive affirmation and keep it up until it hits the caliber of a self confidence boost. Recognize your successes and achievements. Do not ever put yourself down. Try to avoid obsessing about your failures. Make a list of your recent successes. Think about your strengths and what you have achieved so far. Give yourself permission to take pride in those achievements. Make sure that you also keep a list of all your achievements, both large and small, to remind yourself of the times that you have done well. Recognize your successes and achievements. To develop self confidence, one must first look at what they have achieved so far. Then never forget the things you are good at. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses, so focus on your strengths. Set up some goals and get a hobby as well. Give yourself the pep talk to hype up your confidence. Make a list of your successes and achievements, and when your confidence is low, read it to remind yourself that you can succeed. Yes, you can succeed. Acknowledge how you contributed to the success with effort or skill rather than attributing success to luck or other external factors. Love yourself. Loving yourself is an important step in developing self confidence. By accepting and loving ourselves, we can develop self confidence. We cannot accomplish anything if we are lowering our self confidence by continuously judging and criticizing ourselves. Self confidence is a state of mind where someone pushes their boundaries and encourages belief from the very beginning, and this comes from a place of self love. You ought to love yourself to gain that freedom from doubting. Self care, self confidence depends on a combination of good physical health, emotional health, and social health. It is hard to feel good about yourself if you hate your physique or constantly have low energy. Make time to cultivate great exercise, eating, and sleeping habits. In addition, dress the way you want to feel. Build your self confidence by making the effort to look after your own needs. If you practice self care, you know you are doing something positive for your mind, body, and spirit, and you will naturally feel more confident as a result. Caring for yourself is an important part of feeling confident. Make sure you are getting what you need to feel good about yourself and your abilities. Meditation, more than just a relaxation practice, meditation can help boost self confidence in several ways. It helps you to recognize and accept yourself. Meditation also teaches you to stop negative self talk and disconnect from unhelpful mental chatter interfering with your confidence. Sleep. Skimping on sleep can take a toll on your emotions. Conversely, good quality sleep has been linked with positive personality traits, including optimism and self esteem. Balanced diet. Healthy eating comes with many benefits, including higher levels of self confidence and self esteem. When you take balanced diet, you feel healthier, stronger, and more energized, which can result in feeling better about yourself. Exercise. Physical exercise boosts confidence. Face to face communication. People with low self confidence often find it difficult to make a good first impression, whether they are meeting a client, addressing a meeting, or giving a presentation. You may be shy or unsure of yourself, but you can take immediate steps to appear more confident. Engaging with people is important, so maintain eye contact while you talk. This shows that you are interested in what the other person is saying and that you are taking an active part in the conversation. Don't fidget or look away while the conversation continues, as this can make you appear distracted or anxious. Self compassion. Self compassion involves treating yourself with kindness when you make a mistake, fail, or experience a setback. It allows you to become more emotionally flexible and helps you better navigate challenging emotions, enhancing your connection to yourself and others. Practice kindness. Helping someone else often enables us to forget about ourselves and to feel grateful for what we have. It also feels good when you are able to make a difference for someone else. Instead of focusing on your own weaknesses, volunteer to mentor, assist, or teach another, and you will see your self confidence grow automatically in the process. Doing things for others stops you from focusing on your perceived flaws, but the real bonus is that when you are helping others, you are actually helping yourself to feel good about you. Be prepared. Learn everything there is to know about your field, job presentation, whatever is next on your to conquer list. If you are prepared and have the knowledge to back it up, your self confidence will soar. Do things you enjoy. This could be listening to music, playing video games, swimming, or something else. Let yourself have fun without feeling guilty, even if it's just for 15 minutes. Learn new skills. When you learn new skills or think of other things you do well, add them to the list. Think about what other skills you have that you are not acknowledging. Try something new can help you develop a skill and meet new people. It could be something like learning some new phrases in a different language, learning how to play an instrument, painting or drawing, or joining a class or sports club. As you master new skills, you will grow in confidence. Learn from mistakes. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. It's also important to forgive yourself when you do make a mistake. Life involves trial and error, and failure provides opportunities to learn. If you have made a mistake or failed on a task, acknowledge it and learn from it. What worked well? What worked well? What can you do differently next time? Learn to say no. Learn to say no. Teach others to respect your personal boundaries. If necessary, take classes on how to be more assertive and learn to ask for what you want. The more control and say that you have over your own life, the greater will be your self confidence. Make a list of things that you are thankful for. Life is full of challenges, and there are times when it's difficult to keep our self confidence up. Sit down right now and make a list of all the things in your life that you are thankful for and another list of all the things you are proud of accomplishing. Once your lists are complete, post them on your refrigerator door, on the wall by your desk, on your bathroom mirror, somewhere where you can easily be reminded of what an amazing life you have and what an amazing person you really are. If you feel your self confidence dwindling, take a look at those lists and let yourself feel and be inspired all over again by you. Fictional characters in films and books as inspiration. Keep a record of films and books with characters who overcame difficult times to succeed. Be inspired and motivated by them. Write about times you have succeeded when things were difficult. Body language. When we feel anxious at meetings, for instance, we tend to make ourselves smaller by slouching, hunching our shoulders, and bowing our heads. Simply sitting up straight can make you feel less stressed and more assertive. If you are presenting, spreading your hands apart with palms slightly toward your audience shows openness and a willingness to share ideas. Face your fears. Fear destroys confidence. You can build confidence by gradually exposing yourself to the things you avoid out of fear. The best way to overcome fear is to face it head on by doing something that scares you every day and gaining confidence from every experience. You will see your self confidence soar. So get out of your comfort zone and face your fears. Accept compliment graciously. Accept compliments graciously. Thank the person for recognizing something good about you or your behavior. Be like your role model. Identify someone in your life who is self confident. Record in your journal their qualities and behaviors that make them look confident. Try and emulate what they do. It may feel awkward at first, but with practice, you will get more comfortable acting in a confident manner. Steps to overcome low self confidence. Following are the steps to overcome low self confidence. Self acceptance. Accept yourself as you are. Self belief. Believe in yourself. Self image. How you see yourself. Self esteem. How you feel good about yourself. Self talk. What you say to yourself matters the most. Self analysis. Ask on what you have and then focus more on where you are lacking behind. Change now. Start changing the channel of your life. Benefits of self confidence are better performance, openness to new things, resilience, greater self worth, more happiness and enjoyment, freedom from self doubt, greater strength and capabilities, healthier relationships, freedom from fear and anxiety, freedom from social anxiety, more peace of mind and less stress, more energy and motivation to act, greater success, more beneficial and enjoyable interactions with others. How to increase your self confidence? Recognize and emphasize your strengths. Reward and praise yourself for your efforts and progress. When you stumble on an obstacle, treat yourself with kindness and compassion. Don't dwell on failure. Set realistic and achievable goals. Do not expect perfection. It is impossible to be perfect in every aspect of life. Slow down when you are feeling intense emotions and think logically about the situation. Challenge making assumptions about yourself, people, and situations. Recognize that past negative life experiences do not dictate your future. Express your feelings, beliefs, and needs directly and respectfully. Learn to say no to unreasonable requests. Following are the ways to improve your self esteem. Laugh at yourself. Life can be serious enough without your help. Look for the positive. Make decisions that make you feel good about yourself. Accept who you are. Do kind acts for others. Keep the promises you make. Exercise. Invest in your well being. Importance of self confidence. A person who is confident can deal with every challenge of his life. He has no fear of any hurdles in his pathway because he knows that he can deal with any situation with confidence. He never gives up because he believes in himself that he will achieve his goal one day. His confidence can be seen in his work. On the other hand, a person with no self confidence will leave the task in the middle by fearing that he might get unsuccessful. It is the first step towards success. If a person has self confidence, then it means that he has already won half battle. In today's society, There is no place for people who lack self confidence. They are always neglected and left behind in the race of life. However, there are many people who are famous in this world because of their success rate and extraordinary achievements. They did not get all the success in one night. It is just that they did not lose hope after many failures. They were confident enough to achieve their goals without losing hope because of failed attempts. Instead of losing heart, they learned from their mistakes and achieved their goals. Importance of self confidence. It helps you face your failure and own up to it in a positive light. It helps you rise multiple times to believe that you will excel and improve in your next attempt. If you somehow lack this ability, there are high chances of you overcoming with pessimism. Simple jobs and daily chores feel like a challenge in every way. It's harder for them to take a stand, and they are most likely not to be taken seriously. But why does it make a self confidence person more persistible to success? It's not because they are lucky or smarter or because of something external. It's because self confident people understand the impact of believing in themselves and relying on their abilities. Self confidence is very useful and important to achieve goals and fulfill your wishes. Success comes to those who have a belief in their abilities. One cannot achieve his or her goal in life without self confidence because a self confident person is independent, eager, optimistic, loving, and positive by nature. Self confidence is the most important trait necessary to live a successful life. Everything is easy for those people who stay calm and confident in every situation. There are many people who struggle at some point in their life, but if they stay confident enough to trust their abilities, then there is nothing that they cannot achieve. Famous quotes on self confidence by great personalities. Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda, born Narendranath Datta, was an Indian Hindu monk and philosopher. He was a chief disciple of the 19th century Indian mystic Ramakrishna. Swami Vivekananda is best known in the United States for his groundbreaking speech to the 1893 World's Parliament of Religion, in which he introduced Hinduism to America and called for religious tolerance and an end to fanaticism. According to Swami Vivekananda, we are what our thoughts have made us. So, take care about what you think. Words are secondary, thoughts live, they travel far. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Franklin D. Roosevelt, often referred to by his initials FDR, was an American politician and attorney who served as the 32nd President of the United States from 1933 until his death in 1945. In the words of Franklin D. Roosevelt, confidence thrives on honesty, on honor, on the sacredness of obligations, on faithful protection, and on unselfish performance. Without them, it cannot live. Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter is an American actress and singer. She is best known for her role as Maya Hart in the Disney Channel spin-off Girl Meets World, as well as for her music career. She says, confidence is the most beautiful thing you can possess. Mark Twain. Samuel Langhorne Clemens, known by his pen name Mark Twain, was an American writer, humorist, entrepreneur, publisher, and lecturer. He was lauded as the greatest humorist the United States has produced, and William Faulkner called him the father of American literature. Mark Twain has observed, "It is strange the way the ignorant and inexperienced so often and so undeservedly succeed, when the informed and the experienced fail. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, and then success is sure." Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli is an Indian international cricketer and former captain of the Indian national team. He plays for Delhi in domestic cricket and Royal Challengers Bangalore in the Indian Premier League (IPL) as a right-handed batsman between 2013 and 2022. Virat Kohli captained the Indian cricket team in more than 200 matches across all the three formats. Kohli made his Test debut in 2011. According to Virat Kohli, a fit body gives you confidence, and there is nothing more impressive than a great attitude which you can wear on your sleeve. But you will have to remember the difference between being rude and being confident. Joe Namath. Joseph William Namath is a former American football quarterback who played in the American Football League and National Football League for 13 seasons, primarily with the New York Jets. In the views of Joe Namath, when you have confidence, you can have a lot of fun, and when you have fun, you can do amazing things. Peter McIntyre. Peter McIntyre was a New Zealand painter and author who rose to prominence as a result of artwork produced in his capacity as an official war artist during the Second World War. In the views of Peter McIntyre, confidence comes not from always being right, but from not fearing to be wrong. You gain the confidence within yourself once you start to believe in yourself and not fearing to be wrong. It's okay, even if you wrong at times. It is never always possible for each one of us to keep doing right all the time. At times, we may do mistakes, but when you have the potential to accept that you have gone wrong, you will eventually become potent enough to gain that confidence within yourself. Carter G. Woodson. Carter Godwin Woodson was an American historian, author, journalist, and the founder of the Association for the Study of African American Life and History. He was one of the first scholars to study the history of the African diaspora, including African American history. According to Carter Woodson, in fact, the confidence of the people is worth more than money. William Hazlitt. William Hazlitt was an English essayist, dramatist, and literary critic, painter, social commentator, and philosopher. He is now considered as one of the greatest critics and essayists in the history of the English language, placed in the company of Samuel Johnson and George Orwell. According to William Hazlitt, as is our confidence, so is our capacity. Sloane Stephens. Sloane Stephens is an American professional tennis player. She achieved a career best ranking of number 3 in the world after Wimbledon in 2018. Stephens was the 2017 US Open champion and has won 6 WTA singles titles in total. Sloane Stephens has observed, "When you have confidence, you can do anything." Roger Staubach. Roger Thomas Staubach, nicknamed Roger the Dodger, Captain America, and Captain Comeback, is an American former professional football player who was a quarterback in the National Football League for 11 seasons with the Dallas Cowboys. Roger Staubach has stated, "Confidence comes from hours and days and weeks and years of constant work and dedication. Blake Lively. Blake Lively is an American actress, model, director, and advocate. Born in Los Angeles, Lively is the daughter of actor Ernie Lively and made her professional debut in his directorial project Sandman. Blake Lively has observed, "The most beautiful thing you can wear is confidence." Marcus Cicero. Marcus Cicero was a Roman statesman, lawyer, scholar, philosopher, and academic skeptic who tried to uphold optimate principles during the political crisis that led to the establishment of the Roman Empire. Marcus Cicero has said, "Confidence is that feeling by which the mind embarks in great and honorable courses with a sure hope and trust in itself." Stewart Stafford. Stewart Stafford is an actor known for The Escapist 2002, Innocent 2018, and Assassins 2017. Stewart Stafford has remarked, "Confidence is when you believe in yourself and your abilities. Arrogance is when you think you are better than others and act accordingly." James Madison. James Madison, America's fourth president, made a major contribution to the ratification of the Constitution by writing the Federalist Papers along with Alexander Hamilton and John Jay. In later years, he was referred to as the father of the Constitution. James Madison has asserted, "The circulation of confidence is better than the circulation of money." Famous quote on self-confidence by Mahatma Gandhi. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was an Indian lawyer, anti-colonial nationalist, and political ethicist who employed non-violent resistance to lead the successful campaign for India's independence from British rule, and to later inspire movements for civil rights and freedom across the world. Gandhiji is widely recognized as one of the 20th century's greatest political and spiritual leaders. Honored in India as the father of the nation, he pioneered and practiced the principle of satyagraha, resistance to tyranny through mass, non-violent civil disobedience. Man often becomes what he believes himself to be. If I keep on saying to myself that I cannot do a certain thing, it is possible that I may end by really becoming incapable of doing it. On the contrary, if I have the belief that I can do it, I shall surely acquire the capacity to do it even if I may not have it at the beginning. Lao Tzu. Lao Tzu, also rendered as Lao Tzu and Lao Tse, was an ancient Chinese philosopher and writer. He is the reputed author of the Tao Te Ching, the founder of philosopher Taoism, and a deity in religious Taoism and traditional Chinese religion. Because one believes in oneself, one doesn't try to convince. Because one is content with oneself, one doesn't need others' approval. Because one accepts oneself, the whole world accepts him or her. Eleanor Roosevelt. Anna Eleanor Roosevelt was an American political figure, diplomat, and activist. She served as the First Lady of the United States from 1933 to 1945. During her husband, President Franklin D. Roosevelt's 4 terms in office, making her the longest-serving First Lady of the United States. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama is the head monk of Tibetan Buddhism and traditionally has been responsible for governing of Tibet until the Chinese government took control in 1959. Before 1959, His official residence was Potala Palace in Lhasa, the capital of Tibet. With realization of one's own potential and self-confidence in one's ability, one can build a better world. Marie Curie. Marie Curie was a Polish and naturalized French physicist and chemist who conducted pioneering research on radioactivity. Marie Curie is remembered for her discovery of radium and polonium and her huge contribution to finding treatments for cancer. Marie won the 1911 Nobel Prize in Chemistry for her discovery of the elements polonium and radium using techniques she invented for isolating radioactive isotopes. Life is not easy for any of us, but of that we must have perseverance and above all confidence in ourselves. We must believe that we are gifted for something and that this thing must be attained. Mark Victor Hansen is an American inspirational and motivational speaker, trainer, and author. He is best known as the founder and co creator of the Chicken Soup for the Soul book series. According to Hansen, don't wait until everything is just right. It will never be perfect. There will always be challenges, obstacles, and less than perfect conditions. So what? Get started now. With each step you take, you will grow stronger and stronger, more and more skilled, more and more self confident, and more successful. In the words of Travis Bradbury, successful people often exude confidence. It's obvious that they believe in themselves and what they are doing. It isn't their success that makes them confident. However, the confidence was there first. Travis Bradbury is the award-winning co-author of the #1 best-selling book Emotional Intelligence 2.0 and the co-founder of Talent Smart, a leading provider of emotional intelligence tests, emotional intelligence training, and emotional intelligence certification, serving more than 75% of Fortune 500 companies. Norman Vincent Peale was an American Protestant clergyman and author, best known for popularizing the concept of positive thinking, especially through his best selling book, The Power of Positive Thinking. He is one of the most widely read inspirational writers of all time, shares his famous formula of faith and optimism, which millions of people have taken as their own simple and effective philosophy of living. Norman Vincent Peale has stated, believe in yourself, have faith in your abilities. Without a humble but reasonable confidence in your own powers, you cannot be successful or happy. Barry Davenport is the founder of the top-ranked self-improvement site Live Bold and Bloom, established in 2010. She is the author of hundreds of personal development articles and has been a featured thought leader in Good Housekeeping, Huffington Post, MariaShriver.com, and many more sites. In the words of Barry Davenport, self-confidence can be learned, practiced, and mastered. Just like any other skill, once you master it, everything in your life will change for the better. Jack Nicklaus, nicknamed the Golden Bear, is an American retired professional golfer and golf course designer. He is widely considered to be one of the greatest golfers of all time. He won 117 professional tournaments in his career. According to him, confidence is the most important single factor in this game. And no matter how great your natural talent, there is only one way to obtain and sustain it: work. How to develop self confidence in students. Motivate students. The students who are regularly praised and motivated for their efforts and performance at their home and at classrooms are believed to have a high level of self confidence, which then inspires students to try harder and get more. Students who are frequently criticized and scorned basically have low self esteem and are more likely to give up easily and achieve less in their life. View setbacks as an opportunity. Setbacks, though painful at the time, can actually help in the long run. After experiencing a failure, take some time to accept and process the situation. Then you can reflect on how you can use this to your advantage. Taking the time to reflect on how you have overcome setbacks and what you can learn from them will help you achieve your goals in the future. Challenge your students. Sometimes students can become stuck and their work becomes monotonous. When they are doing something well, they may not feel any desire to change or try different strategies. This can lead to them developing a fixed mindset and facing a decrease in their self confidence. Give your students work that challenges them academically. It will force them to work in different ways or use new methods of thinking. Students will believe in themselves because you believe in them and their abilities to succeed on this unfamiliar task. Not only does this boost their confidence, it also develops their skill set. Create realistic expectations. It is vital to create realistic expectations. Be realistic about what students can accomplish. When it would be perfect to see every student make achievements high above the norm, it is only not attainable for some students. Setting objectives that are manageable and reasonable for students can assist, then see how much they have developed. Try to differentiate your teaching and create objectives that showcase every student in the classroom. Role of communication. Communication is most crucial like skills that each and every individual must have in their life. Also help to boost self-confidence and self-esteem in students. It is essential to make students learn how to communicate because it will assist them in feeling more secure and confident. This will more probably permit students to share their issues with you. While students talk about their problem, the teachers and parents must take it seriously even if they consider it no big deal. Discussing the students' problems openly with them and motivating them to consider possible solutions assist in enlarging their confidence. Use praise in the right way. Use praise in the right way. When students receive praise from their peers or teachers, they feel as though their hard work is appreciated. Knowing that other people believe they have done well will help build their confidence in their abilities. Develop new skills in students. Teachers and even parents should offer a students the right opportunity to learn and master new skills. For instance, motivating the students to dress, tie their shoelace after eating, put their plate away, or learn to read a new book will also assist them in achieving confidence. All these skills also offer them a sense of accomplishing something and it will make them feel successful. The basic goals will set them up to get bigger and more complex goals because they get older. Boost creativity. Giving students the opportunity to be creative is like giving them the secret to confidence. When students express themselves creatively, they become more open minded and often benefit from learning something new. Feeling passionate about what they are doing will help students stay motivated in their work, and even the smallest accomplishment will build their confidence. The greatest reward for most students is feeling proud of their work, and it is the creative thinking that can make them step outside of the box and excel. Boosting student creativity is probably the simplest way to build confidence. Do not compare students. Each and every student have their own sets of unique strengths, needs and talents. Most of the students will have strengths where others do not and do not treat them as a homogeneous group. Differentiated learning can assist students in identifying how they learn best. Take notice of the unique strengths and learning styles your students have and create a classroom ambience that motivates the unique abilities of students. A self-confident student has more chance of progressing in education. Self-confidence is about believing in your own abilities. It encourages students to take risks, express their creativity in classroom assignments, and invest in the work they produce at school. Self confidence enables students to handle setbacks with ease. Instead of being crippled by failure, resilient children get up quickly, learn from their mistakes, and try again. They accept that failure is a part of life and take more chances as a result, which makes them even more successful later in life. Creating confident students is the key to creating successful students. Confidence does not come when you have all the answers, but it comes when you are ready to face all the questions. Thank you.